Assalamu alaikum brothers and sisters, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel and interested in end of time topics, consider subscribing. Before I tell you anything about this video, I want you to understand this thing. We are living in a very different time. Things will be very weird, things will be very different. Things that were supposed to be halal now will become haram. I mean, you can get the point here. Things will be completely messed up, to say the least. What happened right now is that Saudi Arabia, they have this concert taking place in Riyadh. They brought this guy, his name is Pitbull, quote unquote Pitbull. He's from Cuba. He's a Cuba American singer. He went there, he was in Riyadh last night I believe, and he performed in front of 250,000 Saudi Arabian men. But I believe there was women too in that concert. So that happened. Now people are saying, non-Muslims, that Saudi Arabia should not have done it. Why? Because of looking at the the rap shit they have with human rights, and they have this involvement in Yemen with war and whatnot. So people are criticizing the non-Muslims, so the government. So we understand that, even though a lot of Muslims, they do not want to raise question about these things, but non-Muslims, they manage to find a way to actually see what it is, the reality of it. I want to show you this video, that way you will know what I'm talking about. They should not be doing this. Okay, as you can see here. Let me actually and this is happening again in Saudi Arabia, the land of the prophets. Okay, so this is what happened in this concert. I want to show you more about this concert, how grandiose this had been. Look at this. I know a lot of you will have problem with the music, but I still want to play the music because then you will get the real feeling, what it really feels like. I want you to understand the whole thing. I want to make mention of few things, okay, about this whole video. Number one, this is the government that holds the key of two holy cities. The custodian of these two holy cities, Mecca and Medina, the government, the people who are doing this, they have the key of these two holy cities. A lot of people are raising questions. I think this brother who posted on Twitter was a Muslim. He said that this doesn't look like someone who is holding the keys of these two holy cities. In other words, people cannot believe that Mecca and Medina, the people who are supposed to be upholding Islamic values, norms, they are the same people who are doing the exact opposite. Number two thing, dear my sisters, I want you to understand. Israel, especially in Jerusalem, they will never let this kind of thing happen. We did not see it. They respect the country, they respect the city. Yes, there are a lot of nightclubs in Israel, a lot of things are happening un-Islamic. Nevertheless, when it comes to protecting the sanctity of the country, of the land, they are wallahi better than us. Number 3 point is, which is perhaps the most important part of this video, Rasulullah SAW, and this is a Hasan hadith, and I mentioned this hadith before. Rasulullah SAW, he prophesied the destruction of the city of Medina. He said, Umranul Baytul Maqdis kharabu Yathrib, wa kharabu Yathrib khurujul malhama, wa khurujul malhama fathul Qustantiniyati, wa fathul Qustantiniyati khurujul Dajjal. And again, this is a Hasan hadith. The first part of the hadith clearly says that kharabu Yathrib. Yathrib basically here means Medina. Yes, it is not happening in Medina right now. It is happening in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. But there is absolutely, let there be no doubt, one day we will see Medina will be affected by this kind of concert, free mixing of men and women, drinking khamar and whatnot. Which will bring me to my next point, which is Islam is becoming a joke. People will study in Medina, okay? A lot of ulama, a lot of scholars, a lot of shuyukh will come from Medina. They finish their graduation or whatever it is. Lo and behold, right in front of them, people are dancing. And it is legal. There is no way you can object, you can complain about it. You will have no other option, in other words, but to see these things and be okay with it. And you have just graduated from Medina, the University of Medina, or any other renowned university in the world, Islamic universities. So these people who are graduating who are gaining so much knowledge, now will be desensitized to this kind of events, and they will think that Islam is just limited to the books, whatever books they studied in the madrasa, in the university. That's what Islam is. Islam is not outside. Outside world is different. It's about fun. It's about having party, mixing, dancing, singing. This is what it is. So they will be very knowledgeable. At the same time, they will be corrupt. And make no mistake, this kind of event, concerts, will have an impact in the hearts and minds of a lot of people, including the shuyukh. As I said in my other videos, Dajjal will be followed by who? Men, Bedouin, women, and also ulama. Are we creating ulama of Dajjal? Perhaps we are. Unless we stop it. And the last point is similar to what I said in my other videos. Brothers and sisters, when you have fahsha, when you have open shamelessness, this is a path that will lead you to more fahsha, more more corruption, more inequality and unfairness, injustice and problem. More and more fitan will come. Kaqital lil Muslim. Rasulullah said that Kaqital lil Muslim basically means it will be like dark clouds in the sky. Yusbihu rajulu fiha mu'min wa yumsi kafir. And at that time, when this kind of fitna will come, that time people will become a believer in the morning and they will become a disbeliever in the evening. But when you have this fahsha going on, which was my fifth point, at the end of it, the end of this concerts, free mixing, is more fahsha, and that includes becoming a country that will approve LGBTQ community. It is just a matter of time. I'm not saying it will happen today, tomorrow. People who support this government, they are in love with this government, MBS and his father King Salman. Every time I talk about these things happening in Saudi Arabia, wallahi, I'm not against MBS, I'm not against anybody. I am here to protect our country, Saudi Arabia, our cities, Saudi Arabia, the land of the prophets. I'm here to protect and bring the respect back to the religion of Islam. People who love these people, they say, you are going too far. It's not going to happen. Wait a second. You are jumping the gun. The point here is that it is not going to happen. I agree with you. Not going to happen today, tomorrow, that LGBT will come to Saudi Arabia and it will be okay. But it will happen down the road, sooner or later. Shaitan would not come and give you wasa telling you go and do this major sin, masiyah. He will come to you, give you good advice. Okay, nasiyah. Okay, he will give you nasiyah, sincere advice. And then once you take one step, then he will give you more and more, and you go down the path, down to the toilet. You're flashed out, you're forgotten. Allah Azza wa Jal will throw you in hell for eternity. And this is how it all works. Brothers and sisters, this video is a reminder for all of us and to myself that perhaps as followers of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we are not doing our duties. Otherwise, this would not have happened. Let there be no mistake. We cannot blame Saudi Arabia government and say they are solely responsible. We cannot do this. This is happening because also we are corrupt. We people who are watching filthy stuff, who are doing filthy things, who are treacherous. Sayati ala nasi sanawatun khadda. Remember that hadith? A time will come, people will be treacherous. We are becoming very, very bad. We are becoming those people who are not honest. We are making Islam a joke. Let this not be a joke. We need to create awareness, raise our voice, give nasiha, sincere advice to each other, to stay away from all haram and to focus on what is halal, inshallah. May Allah give us guidance. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.